Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing with our viewers today. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about what's been going on in your experience at Dora Family Chiropractic. Okay. So first question is really simple: is what was going on originally that brought you to our office?
Well, after years of pain, headaches, tests, lab work, doctors, nothing helped. And I finally went to my family doctor and I said, I can't live like this anymore. You have to do something. And the doctor's assistant, who I saw, who I'd never seen before, she said, she took my history and examined me, and she said, would you consider upper cervical? That's where I think it's coming from. And that's the first time I ever even heard the term. And nobody ever brought it up. I said, what is that? And she explained it. She said, I think that's the source of your problems. And I said, okay, so who do we see for that? She said, chiropractic work. And I went, oh, I had never been to a chiropractor before. Rick had a terrible experience at one in Ocala, and so I wasn't real thrilled about the idea.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
And she said, I think that would help you. So then we got on the internet right there in the office and looked around, discovered there are no chiropractors in my community or the surrounding area that have that skill set.
Right, the upper cervical work, right?
Skills. And she said, we looked around and I said, oh, Mount Dora. I know where Mount Dora is. Let's just go to Mount Dora. That's the only reason I picked Mount Dora. Best decision I ever made.
Hey, thanks, Bonnie. So just to clarify for our listeners, so how many years had you been struggling with the headaches and dizziness and vertigo and things?
Years, I'd say upwards of 3 to 5 years, on and off, and then I realized that my quality of life was steadily decreasing. I was living on painkillers, and I just didn't know what else to do. I just couldn't live like that anymore.
Right, and it was an actual physician's assistant at your primary care doctor that recommended upper cervical care.
First time I ever saw the lady, I didn't even know my doctor had an assistant.
Right. Well, that was fortuitous, I guess.
And she's the one, she said, I really think that it's upper cervical. That is where your problems are coming from. And I said, my first thought was, why did nobody ever bring that up? All the doctors and all the specialists, all the tests, nobody said anything about that.
Yeah, I hear that at least once or twice a week from people. And what would you say now that you've been under care for a while, how has that benefited you, or how has your life changed?
As of about 2 months ago, a little bit more, an adjustment that you did on me ended the dizziness.
Yoo-hoo.
You are my hero.
Yay.
For the rest of my life.
Hey, well, we'll give him the glory, but I don't mind a pat on the back.
I can actually ride in the back seat of a car now. I can dance with my husband. I can not be so afraid, a little bit yet, but I'm not as afraid to even move my head.
Right, a lot of anxiety with just daily things.
You know, now I look at my meclizine, which I was living on, and I look at it and go, not today.
Suckers. And so what would you tell others who are maybe struggling with the same thing, maybe headaches, migraines, vertigo, dizziness, and they've been to all the doctors and are a little unsure, or maybe nervous, like about going to a chiropractor?
You're as afraid as I was, but you're also desperate to find relief. Come and see Todd and the staff. They are fantastic. He has done me a world of good. He's literally given me my life back. And if you're in the same spot as I am, and I know people that have been and have the same issues, including somebody in my family, I would highly recommend it. Don't worry about the hour drive from where I live. It's an easy drive. No problem. You actually get out of town.
Yeah, Mount Dora is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Todd and the staff have been fantastic. I love them all.
Awesome. Thank you, Bonnie, and thank you for letting us look after you. Thank you for sharing your story. You know, everybody a little camera shy. And this is Dr. Todd, and God bless.